What's up everybody, this is Danny, and today I've teamed up with Hisense to show you their brand new $600 55-inch 4K HDR TV with Dolby Vision, which is really exciting in this price point. This could be one of the best budget panels to come out in the later part of the year. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break down all the good stuff and some of the bad stuff, because you know they had to cut a few corners to make that $600 price point happen. So what I would do is check the link down below, because it's 600 bucks now, but you never know when it's gonna go on sale. And if you can scoop it up for even lower than that, then that's a double win. So let's go ahead and get started. First, let's start with the design. I like the way it looks. It's kind of built like an OLED, where it's very thin on the top, and actually it's one of the thinnest LCD panels that I've seen. But then when you hit the bottom, it gets a little bit larger because that's where all the components are held. You have your typical stands, one on each side, and they look okay. The biggest downside for me is that I can't do proper cable management, but it is what it is. But if you like to wall mount, that doesn't matter because you don't have to deal with the stands. You can put it directly on the wall with VESA mounts on the back. But what's cool is there are very slim bezels on the side. So I think this will actually look really good on a wall. There are plenty of ports on the back. There are 4 HDMI, there's 2 4K at 60 Hz and 2 4K at 30 Hz. Then you have your audio options as well and Ethernet, so you should be just fine. You also have a speaker system built by Harman Kardon on the back. You can see them and they do sound loud, so I think for some people it'll be fine. It's lacking some bass for me, so I had to use a cheaper Sony soundbar. I think this one was about 120 bucks and it came with a subwoofer, and now it sounds really good. So for some people you might be okay, but I suggest a soundbar. Let's get to the most important thing, and that's picture quality. This is an ultra LED panel, so you're gonna get decent brightness. You're also gonna get great contrast, and you're gonna get some poppy colors. So for most people, you're gonna love the way this looks. It doesn't take that much to get this panel to look good. There are a lot of settings here too as well, and also you can calibrate it if you want to your liking. You get 120 Hz refresh rate, which is really nice for this price point, and it handles motion very well. So if you're gonna be watching sports or you're gonna be playing games, I think you're gonna be just fine on this. So for the budget panel, I think this is one of the better ones that I've seen that handles motion. So I think you're gonna be very happy with this in this price point. It is plastic on the front and it does have some anti-glare coating. It's not the best I've seen, but it works in most room situations. One of the biggest advantages of this TV is Android TV, and usually I'm not a fan of this interface because it's pretty sluggish, but the UI refresh actually made things a lot better, and on this TV it performs pretty well. And what I like about it is you don't have to buy a set-top box. You have access to the Google Play Store and also games, so you can pretty much download any app that you want to, and you can actually play games on this directly on the TV. All you have to do is have a Bluetooth controller, and I can confirm that this works. I was playing Leo's Fortune on here. It's running pretty smooth, so I think this is a good package for people that don't want to buy a set-top box because it's all built into the TV. But if you do want to hook on some consoles, then you can. I have an Xbox One X right here, and I've been playing the new Forza on here, and it looks absolutely incredible. And that's one thing that you're gonna love, is that on gaming mode, the game input lag is actually very good on this. So there's high-end panels that I've used this year that have had horrific gaming lag, but on this $600 TV, you're gonna be pleasantly surprised. It's really good. So I think if you buy this and you're a big console gamer, this is definitely going to be the one to buy, because I don't detect any input lag on this. So that is a big win. The remote that comes with a TV is actually not bad. Most remotes in this price point, they're pretty terrible. And there are a lot of buttons up here, and it's not the best looking remote I've seen, but I like the simplified buttons. I do like the Android navigation buttons here on the bottom too. Your back, your home, your play, which I like. And I like there's a Google Assistant button right here. So that's great, because now you don't have to buy a Google Home either, because you can control all your smart home stuff through here, or ask what everybody asks. What's the weather like in New York this week?
Today through Friday in New York City, it'll be cloudy most of the time, but on Thursday there'll be thunderstorms.
And on top of that, you can actually control this TV with Amazon Alexa as well. You can go in here, set everything up, so you can control all the functions like turn off the TV, turn up the volume, that kind of stuff by voice with Alexa. And another thing that I really like, I know it's super simple, but this remote is connected by Bluetooth, so I don't have to sit here and point it directly at the TV. I can point it anywhere and it still works. So to sum things up, I think this is one of the better budget panels that I've seen this year, especially in this price point. And for an edge-lit panel, it actually has surprising contrast and good colors, and the picture quality is pretty good. Now, the one thing you're gonna notice is the local dimming is pretty aggressive, so you may get some clipping and you're gonna get some blooming here and there and maybe some transitions. You might be able to see those. But in the end, for most people, I think that people are gonna really be impressed with this TV, and actually Android TV as well. It's a lot snappier than I thought it was gonna be on this TV, so this is a big plus. Now, one downside when it comes to the TV is the HDR. This TV is decently bright for most people, but for you to enjoy HDR, it doesn't really bring that HDR pop out that you might want. It still looks good, but compared to higher end panels, you get to really see the difference between HDR and this one. Even though HDR is enabled, you may not be as wowed by the HDR, but still good that this is here. But this is to be expected on a $600 4K HDR TV. You're gonna sacrifice on the viewing angles, and you might need to support the sound with another soundbar, and the HDR might not be exactly what you want. But when it comes to the whole culmination of the TV at 600 bucks, I still think this is one of the better buys that's out there. So you should definitely take a look at it and let me know what you think about the Hisense H9E Plus. And make sure you keep checking the link down below as well, because you never know, you could get it for under 600 bucks, then this is definitely a no-brainer then. So let me know what you guys think of this budget panel, and let me know what other TVs in this price point that you want me to take a look at, and I'll definitely do that. So subscribe for more like this, and I will see you guys in the next one.